Hey everyone, Shawn Smith here with Dedicated Commercial Recovery in Roseville, Minnesota. I'm the founder and CEO. Doing a vlog today on culture of grace and excellence. And I think that is at the core of what we're trying to do here at Dedicated. We're focused on serving, we're focused on giving back. But as far as how we kind of drive our culture is with those two terms and finding a balance point between the two. And just thought, it's worked really well for us that I would share a little bit on that today. So the first thing I would say is we have an expectation of excellence at Dedicated, and we focus on that especially upwards. And I feel like by default, if our team members can expect excellence and they get excellence from their leaders, they will then rise to that occasion and demonstrate excellence in their work as well. And that has worked really well for us. We just have a team that's passionate about doing things the right way, and we see that excellence day in, day out. But it really starts with a balanced relationship going both ways. So it isn't unbalanced. The next area is the grace side of things and having a culture of grace. Look, we're all imperfect. I'm the biggest mess up at Dedicated. I know all of my mistakes. And the key isn't that you're trying to strive for perfection. We're not asking for perfection, and I just don't believe that's a healthy culture. I believe a culture of grace and says, hey, life happens, situations out of our control happens. You make a bad judgment call or decision or a mistake, like that happens. We all do that, and that's important that people in that situation know how much they're cared about and that there's grace for that. But that kind of leads to the next point, which is there still has to be a progression. And, especially for new people as they come on board and they're adapting to our culture, we're really going to drive that point home of like, listen, in your attitude and your actions, we really expect excellence. There is no real room for outside of that. But we want you to understand up front, you're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have bad days. And there's going to be grace in that situation. But what we want to see is a progression. Not a regression or stagnation where you're not growing, you're not really doing things at an excellent level. There's maybe a little bit of attempt there. We always want to see progression so people are absolutely at their best and in a growing, learning mentality so they can always get better. And that kind of leads to how we do that is with a lot of feedback and communication. It's critical, and again, I will always lean on it's most critical for leadership, because how healthy the leadership circle is at a company is what trickles down from there. And if that's not healthy, it just poisons the rest of the organization. So our leadership is held very accountable. We do weekly meetings. There is a lot of feedback and communication in that area, because if that's healthy, it just tends to blend into the rest of it. And I wanted to leave you with a final note today in talking about excellence and grace. As I thought about this, was that I believe you should expect excellence from yourself. You should strive to operate in excellence in everything you do, whether it be your faith, whether it be fitness, your food intake, your work ethic, your attitude. You should always be striving for excellence. But we're also our biggest critic. And we can really just beat ourselves into the ground for the mistakes we made or bad things that have happened to us. And it just can be demoralizing. And you are going to be your worst critic. You have to build grace into your life. You have to realize that life is not meant to be lived under this banner of just you're a mistake or you've made mistakes or you can't do anything right. It always gets better. After every valley, there's a mountaintop. And it's never fun. And it's key that you surround yourself with people who are going to build in that love and that grace into your life as well, but also hold you accountable and tell you, hey, I believe in you, but I know you can do better. And that's why I talk about it being balanced. You go too far to excellence or too far to grace, and it ends up not being healthy. And so we're always striving for that balance point between the two. So it's worked really well for us. I hope this has helped you. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and as always, God bless.